so it's recording now.
Awesome.
Awesome. So can we start by you just telling us your name?
My name is Nika Forte, and that's spelled Nika, and my last name is spelled F as in Frank, O-R-T-E.
Yes, ma'am. So what do you work?
So I am the director of St. Vincent de Paul's Urban Farm Program.
Awesome. So this farm, is it maintained by you?
Yes.
And is it just you?
No, so there is only one staff member at each one of our farms, but 98% of the work that's done on our farms are done by volunteers. So it's not just me.
So it's not just you. You
Nope.
coordinate everything.
Yes, absolutely.
I understand. Do you know the history of the farm?
Yes, I do. So this farm was established about 10 years ago. Our founder of the Urban Farm Program is David Smith. David Smith used to be the county manager for Maricopa County. He started working, helping them design this campus. This was an empty lot. And so once they wanted to turn it into, they actually were going to build on this land, but what happened was when they start digging, they found out that there were old native artifacts underneath. And so they told us that it would cost about $2 million or more for them to excavate the property. So they decided not to excavate the property and to just do an urban farm, and we just brought in soil and built on top of what was already here. So we're not allowed to dig more than 6 feet, and which is why you don't see a whole lot of trees here, but we do have some on the space. But like the back lot is empty because we can't excavate here. So it's been here for 10 years. They started it out as a space where they wanted to engage some of the individuals, guests that were coming to us for services, and try to find something else, for them to get involved in, and also to supplement the vegetables that were going into our dining rooms to feed people.
Awesome. So do you know how much produce is produced by the farms?
Yes. So last year we produced about 32,000 pounds of produce for our kitchens. We're hoping to increase that this year. Our goal was to double, but that's not going to happen. But we're at least hoping that we could get like 10,000 more pounds out of our farms than we did last year.
You mentioned that most of the work is done by volunteers. So about how many volunteers do you get per week, per day, per month?
Right. So it depends on the day. So now that it's cooling off, we get more groups more regularly, right? So we have the ASU NLM group, you guys that are here. We're about 6 of you guys every week. I have Alyssa who's here with me almost every day. In between, we may get a couple different groups. So sometimes we may have a group of 10 that comes in on a Tuesday or Wednesday, or a group of 20. I'll say this week in particular, I've had 68 volunteers in the farm this week.
Oh, okay. So do you see a consistency in numbers over the years?
Yeah, pretty much. It is consistent. When the cooler weather hits, we have a consistent amount of volunteers. As it starts heating up, that number goes down. But of course, we always want to engage more people, and bring more individuals in the community into our spaces. So we're definitely open to increasing the amount of people we have in our space.
Yeah. So you mentioned wanting to produce more. So what was the plan for that?
So the plan for that is to utilize spaces that we weren't using before. So I had you guys help me in that back area there. We started to grow like some flowers along the fence line, but we're going to change that to do more vinings foods. So we'll be doing loofah. I think we're going to do some tomatoes and stuff like that, so we can utilize more of the space. We're not using as much as we could be to grow food. So that just challenges us to think outside of the box on the spaces that we aren't using and ways to increase our produce through doing that.
Well, what's the relationship between the farms and the kitchen crew, and then with the homeless?
Absolutely. So the farms, we have 3 urban farms for St. Vincent de Paul. Each urban farm is next to a dining room or a kitchen. This kitchen in particular is not a cooking kitchen, so we don't necessarily grow a lot of stuff out here that needs to be cooked. We grow stuff that you can easily just take inside, chop up, and throw on a plate. If it's something that does have to be cooked, then we take that to our main campus kitchen, where they cook it, prep it, and then put it on the plates of individuals that come to us. And then we also use our produce to go into boxes for families that need a little extra help with meals.
I believe that's all. Any last questions? Comments?
Thank you guys for always being consistent and coming every Friday. There are times, of course, you guys know where we didn't have any help at all, and you guys were the only help that we had here. So you're very much appreciated.
One last question, because I just remembered.
Yeah.
So the plan to expand the farm, you guys are doing that primarily through volunteers?
Yes.
So volunteers, so you need more people to come out.
Yes, to help us prep more areas for us to grow more food. Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. I think that's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.